Hey, it's been a while. Welcome to another slow MTG opening. I hope you've been enjoying the awesome television series that is Fallout on Amazon Prime. The first season's out. You'll see some familiar characters like Dogmeat over here in the show. We've got Dr. Madison Lee. We've got Commander decks here. I have opened about 3 or 4 boxes of the collector's boosters in the hunt for serialized cards. I didn't get any, but anyway, friends and I are going to play pre-constructed Commander this weekend, and I thought maybe that's a good time to start cracking open some of these decks. Now, there's a set of 4. We've got Mutant Menace, Hail Caesar, Scrappy Survivors, and Science. So all of them are 3-colored. And I asked my friends, I said which one I should open and bring to the table this weekend, and they suggested the Mothman. So I'm going to open it. You see the back, there's a description. And you'll hear that being said in the show as well. War never changes. By our lead character, the mutant in the show. So Wise Mothman here is all about red counters, getting people to mill cards and lose life, and buff our mutant militia. You'll see that in the show there are lots of different mutants as well, and not just the show. The show is obviously based on the IP, the Bethesda IP, the computer game. Fallout 1, 2, 3, New Vegas 4, so on and so forth. Anyway, let's see what comes in these Fallout decks. They come in the new style Commander packaging. Inside you have one of these paper deck boxes, which are pretty useless, but okay, it's fine. It stores 100 sleeve cards, single sleeve cards, I think. I'm not sure if double sleeve fits. I think double sleeve might fit. Anyway, one of these paper boxes. We've got some foily radiation tokens, counter thingies. We've got the Wise Mothman here, and of course our bobblehead, +1/+1 counters. Our deck itself. I've been seeing a lot of misprinted decks in the misprints group. I'm hoping that one day I'll open one on camera as well. Okay, what else we got here? We got they put this together. Hopefully this doesn't actually imprint on the card. We've got Collector's Booster Sample Pack. First hits free, as I always say. We've got the spin down counter. Talking about spin downs, I picked this up the other day. Don't know if you guys remember this. This Minotaur spin down counter that was given out in Quest magazine back in 1996. Obviously, this predates the popularity of Commander. It's meant for 2-player. It only goes up to 30 life, so you can't even use it for Commander. Well, I guess if you have 2 of them, you could. But anyway, that's a bit of fun. And then a 4th ed rulebook there. Okay, enough of digression. We've got a deck itself. We've got a sheet that tells you how to play the Mutant Menace. It's green, black, green, and blue are the 3 colors you play. This sheet tells you how to play the deck. What's that crackling sound? Why, that's your Geiger counter included with the newest model of Pip-Boy. Now that you've left the vault, it's your job to be vigilant while living with radiation. Too much radiation can kill you, but some native wildlife adapted to thrive. We know like some of the rat roaches have grown big because of the radiation. Red counter is new. The new type of counter players can have. Player of red counters mills that many cards in a turn, loses life based on number of non-land cards milled that way, and loses a red counter. So you kind of pick up radiation, you mill, and then you lose life. Very thematic, and then you get rid of the radiation counter. Maybe you found some rat away. Anyway, the Wise Mothman and the Master Transcendent are the 2 commanders here. They give red counters, and then there's some benefits. So they don't really tell you how to play the deck. Anyway, so what else? There is some lore here that tells you about the Master Transcendent and the Wise Mothman. It's yeah, it's part of the lore, which I haven't really kept up with, even though I've played the video games. If anyone knows, please feel free to pop it in the comments. But otherwise, I'll crack the deck and open it. I'll go through some of the cards, and then I will go through the collector's sample pack. Okay, here we go. Strap in, ladies and gentlemen. We have the first commander, the Wise Mothman himself. He's a legendary creature. Whenever the Wise Mothman ETBs or attacks, each player gets a red counter. Whenever 1 or more non-land cards are milled. Put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2x non-land creatures, where x is the number of non-land cards milled this way. Yep, so you buff your team. Your mutant army, he's supposed to radicalize people. We got the second commander here, Master Transcendent. Look at him. He's a legendary artifact creature. It's a mutant. It's got an eye and a body, and yeah, when it ETBs, target player gets 2 rad counters. Tap, put target creature card in the graveyard that was milled this turn in the battlefield, so it's a bit of a reanimated theme, but it becomes a mutant with base upon top of this 3/3. Oh, we don't have a misprint deck here. So we got a couple new cards. Actually, we have quite a lot of new cards. We have stuff that actually gives people rad counters. Again, if you remember rad counters, when you get rad counters, you mill that many cards and then you lose that many life, then you lose the counter. So you want to give people lots of rad counters. When this deals damage to a player, that player gets 2 rad counters. They don't have any rad counters. Otherwise, proliferate. So 1/2 flyer, bloatfly swarm. Some of these things you will see in the Fallout universe. Yep, this is it enters the battlefield with counters. When it has that many counters, you can prevent the damage, remove that, then give each player a rad counter for each +1/+1 counter removed this way. And then Rat Roach again. Wow, I'm glad that I'm opening this after binging the television show, because some of this stuff you see in there, this are roaches that have actually mutated and they can't block flying. 3 mana 2/2. When deals combat damage, again, rad counters. Yep, and you can get this back. I guess roaches never die. I know I work with some people at work and they kind of still stick around, even though I don't know why they're there. But I digress. Roaches always survive. Cathedral Acolyte. Each creature you control with counters Ward 1. This is pretty good. And then at counters, Glowing 1. Death Touch, again, gets rad counters. When a player mills a non-land card, you gain life. Now, this one has had a bit of hype, and the prices on the foils actually went up crazy. It costs 1 less for each counter among players and permanents. Trample, ETB's tap. So 12 to cast seems, it's a Sloth Mutant, seems a lot, but there are ways to get counters on lots of creatures and cast this for like barely anything. I can't remember, there was some trick there. If you remember, remind me, because I know this was a way to get this in really early, like turn 2 or 3. Anyway, Contaminated Drink, draw X cards, then you get half X red counters rounded up, more milling. Super thematic. Sometimes these theme decks don't really come together because there is a sub-theme of energy, which like Dr. Medicine, there's not enough energy cards to support it. In this case, it looks like so far there's so many rad. Now rad counts are new thing, so I'm glad they managed to put support in here. Because there was a Ikoria deck that was about mutation, but that was only a 1 set mechanic and there's not much mutation type cards to put in. Here we go. Ambushes gives rad counters. Raw Troubleshooter. He kind of looks like the lead character in the Fallout show. It's a mutant. He's a ghoul, rather. It says Zombie Mutant Rogue. He's a ghoul. Once during each of your turns, may cast a spell from among the cards that were milled this turn. Tap, each player mills a card. I think Alter the Brute might be good. Every time you put a permanent, you mill stuff. Young Deathclaws is Menace. It's a lizard mutant. Each creature card in your graveyard is Scavenge. The Scavenge cost is equal to its mana cost. Scavenge is exile a creature card from your graveyard, pay its mana cost, and you put a number +1/+1 counters equal to that card's power on target creature, and you can scavenge as sorcery. Now we got the bobbleheads. There are 7 scattered throughout the 4 decks, and I've actually collected the 7 serialized. I'm still waiting for the last 2 to arrive through the mail. Anyway, these are fun. These are little things that you see in vaults that have become collectibles around the wasteland. If you watch the show, you realize that junk sellers sell this as well. Anyway, it's a mana rock, and in this case, the different functions. This one's strength. You can pump up something at a sorcery speed for 3 mana. Cultivate is ramp. Then these are reprints and new art. Ramp, you saw that those were new cards. Now we're getting the reprints. Harmonize card. I love this. Look at this guy. He's a ghoul trying to get a suntan. Yeah, really cool. Inspiring Call. It's a reprint. It's a nice one. Draw card, lots of cards, and make your team indestructible. Ramp. Corpjax, this is a reprint. Putrefy, nice. Reprint, but Fallout. Winding Constrictor, this one's really nice art. Crystal Sully. This one counters matters, so make more counters. Yeah. So a bit of Atraxery. You got Arcane Signet. That looks like the One Ring, but I guess it's a tarnished One Ring in the Fallout world. Who knows? Contagion Clasp. This is a Proliferate card. This is really cool. Huh. Nice one. Soul Ring. This was made in a playmat that people just went ballistic at the last Magic Con. I think people just hoarded them and bought multiples and started to flip them on in the aftermarket for many times over because it's really nice. They printed the mat like this is a Nuka-Cola mat, and this had a shine. These bits with shiny halo. Really nice playmat if you could actually get one for a reasonable price. Anyway, Soul Ring there. Got ramp, talismans, 2 talismans, 3 talismans. Wow, all the talismans. Got Ash Barons, cycling. We got Command Tower and new art as well. Lucky 38. Yeah, obviously a nod. New Vegas is more than a city. It's a remedy to mankind's derailment, said Mr. House. Another popular commander in this set. Mr. House set a lot of die rolling cards on fire. Evolving Wilds. Got Jason Bright, Glowing Prophet. It's a new card as well in the set. I won't go through these too much. Mirelurk Queen. We saw the Mirelurks in the show as well. They come at you under the water. Really scary. It looked more scary in the TV show than in the games, because in the games, you know, you can always like kill them pretty easily. Anyway, Mirelurks. We've got Piper Wright, Public Reporter. You can't stop the press. 2 mana, 2/2. When it deals combat damage, you investigate. Red Storm. This is nice. This is a new card. 4 mana Storm. Whenever you cast this spell, copy it for each spell. We know what Storm is, and then you proliferate. So basically, proliferate many times, make the team bigger. Struggle for Project Purity. We see one of the Brotherhood punching someone else. It's a bit of a war, I think, from the lore. There are 2 factions, Brotherhood or Enclave. You draw cards, or if you're Enclave, whenever a player attacks you, get one, or you with one or more creatures that play gets twice that many red counters. Got Feral Ghouls. That's a rare. Hancock, Ghoulish Mayor. It's got Undying Nuclear Foil. This is one of the new cards. It's a board wipe. Not as good as Toxic Deluge, but pretty good. Each creature gets twice -X until end of turn. Each player gets X red counters, so really good in the red deck. Radiation deck. Screeching Scorch Beast. Again, more red, more ways. This is new. Chartman. Voltec lied. People died in Vault 12. It became a necropolis. Ways to get red counters. We've got Harold and Bob, First Humans. Here, all hail them in the tree. We got Lily Bowen, Raging Grandmother. She looks scary. Power Fist. Someone punching a mutant in the face. This is crazy good art, this one. Rampaging Yao Guai. Monster here. Strong the Brutish Thespian. You gain life, run, lose life from radiation. Nice one. Earn loses life, but you gain life. Potato Farming. Landfall. Watchful Rat Stack. Agent Frank Horrigan. Alpha Deathclaw, which is always scary to see in the game. Atomize. Destroy target non-land permanent. 4 mana. Proliferate. Pretty good. Okay, so you've seen some really thematic cards, just ways to get red counters, make your team bigger. So I think very straightforward. Game plan, you want to be able to cast out creatures and manage to get counters on them, proliferate the counters, keep them alive, while ratting people out, milling people out, and trying to get value from the stuff that you mill. This is a cool one. Nuke Launcher. Equip creatures +3/+0 as Intimidate. Whenever a creature attacks until the end of defending player's turn, that player gets 2 red counters whenever they cast a spell. Recon Craft Theta. Aliens. And it proliferates. We got new land here. Mariposa Military Base. You get red counters if ETB's tapped. You can draw cards for cheap. If you for each red counter you have. So immediately you can tap 3 to draw. It might be I guess if you have 5 counter, it doesn't say the minimum is 1. You could have it as 0 tap to draw a card. That would be pretty bastard if you have 5 red counters. And then we go into this cycle. This is they completed the cycle in Fallout of these lands. You have 2 of them in here. Frank's Sanity. This is, I think, a reprint. Anyway, enchant player. Look at this guy. He's going mad. At the beginning of each end step, enchanted player mills X cards, where X is the number of cards put in their graveyard for anywhere this turn. Inexorable Tide, Proliferates, Branching Evolution. These are reprints. Guardian Project, good reprint. Hardened Scales. Tireless Tracker, good card. Human Scout, Biomass Mutation. These are all really nice, good reprints. Fine and Finality, really cool art. And then you come back to more lands. You got Dark Water Catacombs. They give so many of these. Drowned Catacombs, Exotic Orchard, Fetid Pools, Hinterland Harbor, Nesting Grounds. You can move counters, Sunken Hollow. Temples, the new Surveil lands will be so much better, but this is nice. Voltec. Temples, if you ever wanted temples, 3 temples in with Fallout themed on them, yeah, this is the deck to get. You got some utility lands, Palace, Path of Ancestry, Tainted Isles, meh, Tainted Woods, Temple of the False Gods, not quite Ancient Tomb. Yep, slow Cracklands. Oh, and what I really like about this is that these series of decks come with full art lands. So I really appreciate that, Wizards. This is really nice that it kind of feels a little bit pimped out of the box, and seeing these full art lands really evokes the Fallout landscape, the radiated landscape. This is really nice. So I think it's really a nice touch. Next step is to make all these foil, but not double the price of the decks or triple the price of decks, which MH3 is looking to be like with the all foil commander decks. So these are nice. You can get them in foil in the collector's pack. So you get a bunch of different ones. You got the island here. Looks a bit like Mont Saint-Michel, right? I wonder if that was inspired by that in Normandy in France. So you got that, and then you have the card stock version of the Wise Mothman as your commander. It's really a bit worn out the pack. The surface is a bit, can you see? It's just been rubbed. And the back, Magic the Gathering. We have a really cool alien token. You saw Craft Theta there. You got zombie mutants, not regular mutants, just zombies. Aliens, zombie mutants. Radiation. At the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, if you have any rad counters, mill that mini cards and explain how you can track your radiation counters here through the help of the Pip-Boy. For each non-land card milled this way, you lose 1 life and a rad counter. You got enough to radiate everybody, and then a how to learn magic. In the back, we've got more zombie mutants, we've got clue tokens, copies. That's it. So really nice, simple, thematic deck that works out of the box, I think. Pretty cool. Okay, so there we have it, the Wise Mothman deck, and thank you for staying with me to the end. Which one do you want me to open next? I will get to the Collector's Boosters. Feels a bit thicker than normal. Feels quite, yeah, nice to take. I think the Hail Caesar one's pretty nice. Mr. House is in it. I might open that next. Medicine Lee is about energy. Cause some energy cards to spike. Dog Meat is about aura and equipment. It's my least favorite way to play the game. I just don't really like buffing things with aura and enchantments, equipment, I mean. Alright, let's see what we get. We get 2 hits in here. They might be both foil. Let's see. We've got a rare. We got Strongback in full art foil. That's a rare. The next card could be an uncommon. It's a rare as well. We've got Blood Forge Battle Axe. Really cool. There we go. Pretty good. Some of these uncommon. So thank you for watching this with me. I've cracked it open. I will save this video, and then I think I'll move on to Hail Caesar next, and then the other 2. Alright. Take care. See you. Bye. Oh, wait. Tell me what you love about Fallout, if you love Fallout, and if you are enjoying these decks as well. Okay, see you. Bye.